Welcome back to JIL Training Solutions. Today I'm going to show you a couple formulas in Excel that you can do very quickly with either using the formula bar or actually just entering in the formula. So just to start off, right here is your formula bar. So at any time you decide that you want to utilize one of the formulas that I've given you but you can't remember what the formula is, if you take your mouse button and left click into left click on the FX function, the function bar will come up. You can either browse through by left clicking on the scroll bar to see the popular or the recent functions that you've looked at. You also can select based on category. So if you're looking for a date formula, statistical formula, in our instance we're going to be doing math. So you can go through here and you can find different formulas to help you in the instance that you forget how to do one of the formulas that I'm about to show you. So I'm going to click out. So the first thing I want to do is I want to add. So let's say I am going to do an invoice. I'm going to type in product and I have shoes because I love shoes, and I have shoes for sale for $50, and I'm just going to change this to $50 so that it can look like that. And then I'm going to buy, there is units of shoes and cost of shoes, right? And so I have 2 pair of shoes. And I have the tax per shoes. Let's just say it's well, you know what, let's call it shipping costs, and it's $5 to ship the shoes per order. And I'm going to click my mouse here to expand so I can see shipping costs. And so now what I want to do is I want to add up how much does the shoe cost plus the shipping cost. And so there's 2 things you can do. One, you can hit the equal sign. In Excel, anytime that you hit the equal sign, you are telling Excel that I am about to enter in a formula. So I can say take this cell plus this cell and hit enter, and then it adds it up. I also can come to the formula bar and say give me the value from D5, and D5 being, I'm sorry, I need to hit the equal sign first. D5, well, D6, and as I type in the cell row and cell column, in this instance the column is D and the row is 6, so D6, when I type that up it highlights it so that you know that you have the accurate cell. And then I'm going to say plus F6, and you see the 2 columns that are highlighted. I have D6 plus F6, and the orange correlates with the F6 and the blue correlates with the D6. And then if I hit enter, it gives me the amount. So to add up 2 values, you can either use the formula bar, or as I said, you can enter equal, click your mouse on the first value, hit the plus sign, hit the second value, voila. And so that's how you add up numbers. Now let's just say that I'm going to add here discount, and so you get let's see, a $2, get a $2 discount if a person uses a code. And so now I'm going to say I'm going to add up the cost plus the shipping cost. It's $55, so we've already done the addition. Now I want to subtract the $2 discount from that total. I'm going to hit equal to say, hey, Excel, guess what? I'm about to enter in a formula. I'm going to hit my first value, hit the subtraction key, and then hit $2. And now my cost for subtraction is $53. So just so that you know, you always, when you get ready to enter the formula, you're going to hit equal, and then once you're done, you're going to hit end. Now I want to know how much how many shoes I have, what is the value of my inventory. So I have 2 pair of shoes at $50. So I'm going to multiply. And so this, in the same, we're going to do the similar steps as we did with the addition and subtraction. So I'm going to hit equal first. I'm going to say 50 plus, multiply. And in Excel, the multiply would be the asterisk, which should be the little symbol above the 8 on your keyboard. And then I'm going to say my second is 2, voila, $100. Now say for instance, if I also I sold hats, and I sold hats for $25. I have let's say I have 5 hats, and I sell purses, and the purses are $100, and I have 100. I love purses too. And then I have let's see, blue dress, right? And I have, and each dress costs $150, and I have an inventory of 10. All right, just kind of, and then the shipping costs and the discount is the same. One thing I'm going to show you that you could do, and I know it's not a formula, but I just want to add this in. And so I want to fill this amount there. If I click under, if I'm on the home ribbon bar and I go to editing and I go down and I do this, it automatically copies. Or I can actually right click on the bottom right hand corner, and then I can drag that information so that it copies that information down. Now I also want to highlight these 3 because I want to change the format to $. Now back to summation, sorry, of multiplication. Now I want to I want to sum up. So we did addition, I'm going back. So we did addition by saying D6 plus F6. But now what I want to do is I want to add up the total amount of items that I have in my inventory. And so there's a couple ways I can do that. I can do equal this plus this plus this. And if in this instance I only have 4 items, so it's possible that I can go this route. But let's say you have your inventory, you have 100 distinct items. You don't want to go down each one. That's going to be time consuming, correct? So because summation is a popular function, it's right here on your toolbar. So what you can do is you just, wherever you want the total at, you put your mouse there. So I'm going to put my mouse in E13. I am going to select the summation icon on the ribbon bar, and there's logic already in the Excel application that says when I hit that button, start with the first number, go up to the first number, and then scroll all the way down. And in this instance it did it automatically for me. And then I'm going to hit enter, and it shows that I have 117 items in my inventory. You also can do equal the same way we did with addition, subtraction, and multiply. So if I say equal, I could say equal sum, and as you type, once you type equal, you're letting Excel know that you're going to enter some type of formula. Then when you start to type the acronyms or the keywords for the function, there is a list that shows up to kind of help you. There's IntelliSense in here to help you be able to to ensure that you have the right syntax. So I said equal sum, and then whenever I'm doing a formula, after I type in the keyword, I want to do an open parentheses, and then I can do either, just say for instance I just want to know shoes and purse. I can click shoes, comma, purse, enter. Again, if this list is this is a long list and I don't want to take if it's a long list and I want to do the whole column or all the items in there, what I would do is just say equal sum, open parentheses. I would highlight my items, and then I would close parentheses, enter $117. Now, what if I wanted to know the total cost of the shipping cost and the discount per unique item? I'm going to say equals, hey Excel, I'm going to do a formula. I'm going to do sum because that's the keyword, open parentheses, and then I'm going to take my mouse. I'm going to left click, and then I'm going to drag across the area that I want the formula to add up. I'm going to close parentheses, and then I'm going to hit enter, and so I have $28 worth of shipping, distinct shipping costs and discount. And to confirm that that's accurate, if I take my mouse and highlight, so if you just wanted a view and you didn't want it to actually show up on the worksheet, if you highlight the range, and if you look all the way down at the bottom right here, it shows $28 is the total sum. There's 8 items selected, and the average cost of what you have selected is $3.50. So that's another cool feature if you want to do a check and balance, like like I have this data, I've entered this many items, and I want to make sure, and I have an idea of what the cost is. You can highlight that area and then verify the amounts, or in this instance you can actually use the summation. Okay, so we've done addition, subtraction, multiplication, and then I've showed you another form of addition, summing up multiple columns. Now let's say that I know that the items, okay, so let's say I said 50, let's multiply this. I got 100 purses and I'm multiplying by $100. Now I have $10,000 in potential revenue if I sell all these purses. But let's just say that I want to know, and we're going to do division here, I want to know that if I sold, if I decided to go up on my price, so right now I'm saying I have $10,000 worth of inventory, and I want to know that if I go up to $125, how many purses do I need? How many purses can I sell? Do I need to sell 100? Instead of selling 100, I want to still get it $10,000. What can I do? So I am going to I accidentally hit the page down, but to get back to the top, if I hit Control Home, it's going to take me back up. So I'm going to go into the division column. I'm going to hit equal, and then I'm going to say this is the value divided by 80. I'm sorry, $125. I know I just gave you the answer. $125, and then enter, and now I know that I will need to sell, if I charge $125, I can sell less units. I will sell 80 units to get $10,000. Now this formula is showing $, and I don't want it to show $, because I'm saying 80 is a quantity. And so if I come up here to where it says, I'm on the home ribbon bar, down in the number grouping, if I select this, I can change the value from being currency to number. And then if I come here, I can decrease the decimals. So I'm going to click twice because it's 2 decimals. Voila. And so now I've done division. So division is basically, I'm just going to review it again. If I got 4 and 2, I'm going to say 2 goes into 4. How many times? 2 times. And you're using the backslash in order to accomplish this formula. So that's division. And so now let's talk about min and max. So I want to know what is the minimum amount of the items that I'm selling. So let's do min. The first thing I'm going to do is say equal, because I want Excel, I'm doing a formula. I'm going to type in min because that is the keyword. I'm going to do open parentheses, and then I'm going to select the range of data that I want to obtain the minimum value. I'm going to do close, and it's telling me that the smallest amount of the lowest cost of my items will be $25. But now what happens if I want to say give me the max? What is the max cost of my items in this list? I'm going to do equal max, and then I'm going to highlight that range again, and then I'm going to close it to say guess what, I'm done. I'm going to hit enter, and it's telling me that the max value is $150. So let's go to count. So I want to know how many distinctive items that I have in my list. And so let's do count, and then I'm going to do equal. Guess what, I'm doing a formula. I'm going to say count, open parentheses, I'm going to highlight, close parentheses, enter. So it's telling me that in my list there's 4 distinctive items, and there's 4 distinctive items in my list. And so the last thing I'm going to do is average. So I want to know what is the average cost of my items. Now, as I showed you before, you can just pretty much highlight the item, and then if you look down it'll show you, but I want to show you how to do the formula just in case you need to do it per item. So let's do average. I'm going to say equal, and then I'm going to start typing, and as I type you can see that the keyword is coming up, and then I'm going to put the parentheses. Another good thing that I like is that when you enter the formula, if you're confused about the syntax, right below it tells you I need to say average, comma, open parentheses, the first number, the second number, or I can highlight the range of data, close parentheses, and hit enter, and the average is 81.25. So there are some basic formulas that you can do in Excel. Continue to watch my channel. I'm going to show you some more complicated functions on if, then, sum, if. If you like this video, please click like. Please subscribe to my channel so that you can get updates on the next upcoming videos. And thank you for visiting JIL Training Solution. We'll see you later.